Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Comfiness with Grace channel here on YouTube. Thanks for being here. It is March 22nd, and we're going to do an entry in my working journal. This is my daily junk journal, basically, but I do one entry a week, and it's basically holding all of my daily ephemera, which is stuff that you would otherwise throw out, but I keep, like my kids' wrestling programs, paired up with some photos of my kids, a post that my cousin posted that I wanted to keep of one of my uncles. This is a radio ad that we recorded for my husband's business here locally. This is just daily stuff. An M&M box because that has a little story behind it. It's kind of fun. So anyway, we're going to do another entry in here today. There's a quick little flip through of what we got going on. We're almost halfway through with this book. We're just working through it really quickly. I've got some photos here that I'm going to put in. I got a little shamrock from St. Patty's Day, some tissue paper. This is what we're working with today. I'm going to set this aside. My box of daily throwaways. A lot of it is candy wrappers and food wrappers. So welcome. Please, if you are here during the live premiere on March 22nd, 2004, please be sure to say hello so that I know that you're here. If you are just catching this for the first time and you're really interested, this is a gift bag that my other son had gotten at some point at school, and I turned it into the cover of a book particularly for this purpose. And it's really bright and fun, and I use really bright and fun colors and patterned papers. It's easier to see them in the back where I haven't yet worked. On the inside, I used a lot of really fun colored patterned papers with this gift bag because the gift bag is just so stinking cute in its coloring, and it's not something I usually do, this kind of colors. But anyway, if you want to see this whole book come together from beginning to end, from gift bag when it existed as a gift bag till now, I want you to look for, and I'll try to give you the link here, the playlist for this. It is called Junky Junk Journal with Gift Bag Cover. And when you open that up, it has all of the videos. Since we started this in January, it has all of the videos. So this is actually part 10 of this playlist or video series. Okay, so let's get started. Let's find the next page that we're going to be filling. I love that we have half pages and then full pages. Okay, so from this week, I don't have a whole lot of like wrappers and stuff like that, but I did get this. It says North Dakota Knights and Home on the Range Together Helping Children. It's a little pin that they sell as a fundraiser on St. Patrick's Day every year at our church. The Knights of Columbus sells them. They had a couple of versions, and I really liked it's like pipe stem wire. Excuse me, pipe stem wire made into a shamrock and then with a pin back glued to it. So we're going to put this in here. Then the other thing that we're going to do today is it is my son's birthday. It is his birthday. So I used my new Mini 2 Retro Kodak printer just a few minutes ago, and I printed out some cute little photos of my GAN man. So we're going to probably put those on this page. You know, it just has more room. I also grabbed some tissue paper from a little gift he got from student council at school. So without further ado, let's get started with putting the stuff in the book. Now, I could just pin this in, right? It is a pin. And look at the little cupcakes. So appropriate for a birthday page, but I have something else on that page right now. I think I can just pin this in. I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to get this through the paper. What I'm really trying to point out every time I do one of these is the fact that these entries, once you've got the book created, that takes a little bit longer than the entries do. I've been doing this, I have to flip this so I can see what I'm doing here. I've been putting one entry a week in this book, which is not overwhelming at all. It's really quite easy to commit to one entry a week. I'm doing the same thing in my gratitude journal. So both of those books are getting one entry a week. Look at that pinned on just great. It's a little high, but that's okay. I'm going to write on this page with a black. I've just been using the same black pen the whole time. One entry a week is not very difficult to do, and these take about 10 minutes. There's not a whole lot of time commitment here. So I got to write my little entry here. To support Home on the Range, which is the name of the program that the benefits go to. See, these pages, they really don't need to be super elaborate, right? It's just keepsaking all of the things. There's a little tea bag. All of the things that I don't know. I know I'm not the only person in the world who keepsakes things. Like I have like receipts in my purse and movie tickets and things like that. Okay, where are Gannon's photos? We have 4 of them. I know I'm not the only person who kind of holds on to these things. So I think this could be a really good example of if you're like me and you have like a little junk drawer with stuff like this sitting in it, or a folder somewhere where you think someday I'm going to do something with that, this is a great way to keepsake them. Make yourself a daily ephemera journal, a daily junk journal that you don't have to do daily entries. I do them once a week. You can do them as often as you want, given the time that you have. I think I'll do baby photos first. How cute is that? Okay, and then we got to work this in here and a little room to write. You know me and my tissue paper, I'm a big fan. Okay, we could just use this as a backdrop for part, well, that like is actually the perfect size. I think I'll go from the top like this. Make it real festive. I still need room to write, so I'm actually gonna tear this down a little smaller. I like a wonky edge. So let's glue that down there and then put the photos on top. And I need a little room to write a little happy birthday greeting to my Gan Man. So easy to do, you guys. If you love to hold on to movie tickets and restaurant receipts to commemorate a trip or a special time in your life, maybe it's the programs from your kids' school and you just think, what? I know, I love to keep them. What do I do with them? This kind of working journal, it's almost like a scrapbook, but not quite as intensive as scrapbooking in the 80s and 90s. That's when I used to do it when my kids were first born. It felt so much more formal and involved. This is not very involved. I think a lot of people call this a smash book too, where they smash things into a book. So this, you may hear this referred to as a smash book. These are just, I was going through this morning and looking through some photos, and these are just some of my favorite photos of my Gan Man. I could leave them all the same exact size. I could cut this one down, you know, because he's just sitting, that's the backdrop of like a lawn chair. We were at a friend's house for 4th of July. I remember exactly when this was. And he was just the happiest kid that 4th of July. He just had everybody cracking up because he just was in such a good mood. And that's just Gannon. He's just a joyful, witty, fun person. So I think these pictures kind of showcase the funness of this child. Who's turning into a man right before my eyes. All right, I got a little clog here, of course. So if you're here during the live premiere, thank you for being here with me in the comments and hanging out in the live premiere comments. I love doing this with you every Friday. I've been dropping one of these videos down into the channel. So if you have not yet subscribe and get your notification set so that so that you know when I drop these, you get the little reminder. That will help you so that you don't miss out on anything. And if you're just coming on and catching on to this journal and you want to see how this working journal has come to be, go to the playlist. Again, I'll try to get you that, drop the link to that in the video and at the end of the video and in the description. But go to the playlist. You can watch it from beginning to end. This is part 10 of this series. Okay, is this going to be enough room? Yes. This photo here, we were in town at a restaurant called Old Main where they sell like hard ice cream, scooped ice cream on a cone. And we got one for Landon. Gannon, you know, couldn't handle one at that age. But we made Landon share and he was not very happy about that. He did not want to share. And then here are my boys. This was just the other day. I shared a little video of them giving us some dance moves. They were dressed for something for National Honor Society. The induction of the new members of the National Honor Society, which they are both members of. So they were dressed nice, and I said, I want to get a picture of you. And they came home and shared a song that they love. and were giving us some dance moves. So I had to snap some photos of my boys having some fun the other night. So I'm going to put the date, March 22nd, and then I'm going to write a little happy birthday. He is like the sunshine. He is just so witty and fun, and he's just a blast to hang out with because he's really quick-witted. He comes up with really funny things to say just when no one's expecting it. So this is my little happy birthday page for my Gannon. You guys, can you believe it? This takes about 10 minutes. It's on average, every time I do one of these entries, they take about 10 minutes. And that's with me battling my glue, chatting with you, describing what I'm doing. So you can see that if you started a keepsake journal like this, a daily ephemera journal, smash book, there are lots of names for it, call it whatever you want. But if you have things that you want to keepsake and put in a book, you don't even have to, I created this book, and you can watch the first two, it's either the first 2 or 3 parts of this playlist to see how I put the book together. You don't even have to put a book together. You can go buy a notebook and start using that to glue and pin and, write your daily life into. And I think it's going to be a great keepsake journal to have on hand in the future. So I think I'll just continue this to be part of my regular journaling experience. As a junk journaler, an art journaler, this just has become such a fun process and a great way to use the books that we make. I hope you enjoyed this, you guys. Thanks for being here again. I appreciate you all so much. Have a blessed day.